Most of us were raised on the same financial gospel. Save money, cut costs, and prepare for the future. Parents drilled it into us. Teachers praised it. Society glorifies the saver. But here's the uncomfortable truth. What if saving money is not protecting you, but silently destroying your life? What if the very thing you believe will bring security is the reason you'll never escape mediocrity? This is called the saver's paradox, the trap that convinces millions to sacrifice their time, their opportunities, and even their dreams in exchange for an illusion of safety. And in this video, we're going to expose why saving money can secretly keep you poor, stuck, and unfulfilled, unless you understand how to break free from it. The saving mentality is ancient. In times of scarcity, hoarding resources meant survival. Saving food, saving fuel, saving for winter, it was logical. But in today's world, where money flows, grows, and circulates, that survival instinct has morphed into a psychological trap. Many of us still behave like peasants stockpiling grain instead of thinking like builders of wealth. You were told, don't spend, save for a rainy day. But what happens when every day feels like a rainy day? Because fear of the future prevents you from living in the present. The paradox is this: savers rarely feel secure no matter how much they save. The more they accumulate, the more they fear losing it. This isn't financial freedom. This is financial imprisonment. Saving money feels safe, but it's an illusion. Inflation erodes its value, emergencies wipe it out, and worst of all, it breeds a scarcity mindset. You tell yourself, I can't afford this, instead of asking, how can I afford this? You focus on cutting corners, not expanding possibilities. Savers become prisoners of caution, never risking, never growing, never creating. While they sit on their pile of savings, the world moves forward. Entrepreneurs invest, visionaries build, risk-takers grow their wealth, and the saver, they shrink. They protect but never progress. This is the cruel paradox. The more you try to hold on to money, the faster it slips away, either through inflation, lost opportunities, or a lifetime of regrets. Here's what savers forget. Time is the real wealth. You can always make more money, but you can never make more time. The saver's paradox destroys not just your finances, but your future, because it steals your most valuable resource, your years. You spend decades working, sacrificing, denying yourself experiences, waiting for the right time to enjoy life. And when that time finally arrives, you realize you've traded your youth for a bank balance that can't buy back your health, your energy, or your missed opportunities. This is the hidden cost of saving, the silent theft of your life while you wait for tomorrow, and tomorrow never comes. Every dollar you save is a dollar you don't invest. A dollar sitting in a bank account earns almost nothing while inflation quietly eats away at it. But that same dollar, if invested wisely, can multiply into hundreds over time. Savers rarely think in terms of multiplication. They think in terms of preservation. They don't realize that by clinging to money, they are missing out on opportunities that could change their lives. Imagine someone who saved $50,000 in cash versus someone who invested it in real estate, a business, or the stock market. 10 years later, the saver has the same $50,000, worth less due to inflation, while the investor could have $150,000, $300,000, or even more. The real danger of saving is not what you keep, it's what you lose by not letting it grow. The saver's paradox is not just about numbers, it's about mindset. Saving trains your brain to live in fear. You become obsessed with loss prevention, not growth. You hesitate to take risks, even calculated ones. You shrink your life to fit within a budget instead of expanding your potential to create more. You become conservative, cautious, paralyzed, and eventually you wake up one day realizing that you've been alive for 60 years but never truly lived. That's the trap. You didn't fail because you took risks. You failed because you were too afraid to take them. So how do you escape the trap? The answer is not to stop saving completely, it's to reframe saving. Stop saving for someday. Start saving for growth. Every dollar should have a mission, a purpose. Instead of hoarding, deploy your money like soldiers into investments, businesses, skills, and opportunities that bring returns. Wealth is not built by locking money away. It's built by putting it to work. Break the mindset of scarcity and replace it with one of abundance. Don't ask, how can I cut costs? Ask, how can I increase value? Don't cling to money, multiply it. That's how you turn financial survival into financial freedom. The saver's paradox is dangerous because it feels virtuous. Society praises the saver, but it quietly punishes them with stagnation. The truth is, nobody ever saved their way to wealth. Real freedom comes from creating, investing, building, and growing. If you keep waiting for the right time, you'll wait forever. So the question is, will you let saving destroy your future, or will you use money as the tool it was meant to be, fuel for a life fully lived? Because in the end, it's not about how much you saved. It's about how much you built, how much you lived, and how much you left behind. Don't be a saver. Be a creator. Be an investor. Be free.